depending upon the type of functionality that we do, right? We can import appropriate packages. Remember, yeah. So that's the first thing we can think here. And then second, for example, import math or Java util or AWT, swings or servlet or spring or struts, whatever. There are multiple capabilities supported by Java. So we can import relevant packages. That's over. Now let us say there could be some inputs that are required for Java program to work. So we can also make these inputs ready. And third, utils, meaning we can build common functionality, yeah, which can be used in multiple Java programs. Yeah. So in that case, we can build common methods or common properties. Then those common methods or properties can be referred in other Java files. Yeah. So that's where we use what? Utilities or wrappers or library methods. They're all synonyms. Yeah. Then we can also have outputs like what is expected. In case if you want to have names for global outputs, we can also get it added in the top, and later on we can make use of it. Yeah. So that's going to be another. And the very important thing is what? Logic part. Yeah. So on input row, which means once you supply input data, right? What will be done? So based on this input data, yeah, so that's where we'll build logic based on one or more pre-built methods or Java methods supported by JDK. Yeah. So that's it. Yeah. So once you build Java code, that is the first step, right? To building Java code. I'll just put here, let's say step one, right? Then step two, we need to perform what? Compilation. So to compile it, so one, we need to make sure that certified JDK has been installed. Yeah, like a JDK 1.7 or 1. Yeah, 1.6 with update 20 or above is fine. Or let's say 1.7 to latest, anything it can be installed. So which includes both, both in the sense some binaries can be used for compilation. Example, Java C. Yeah, and some will be used for execution, like the JRE utilities, Java runtime environment. Here we use, let us say, java.exe, or we can say JVM, Java Virtual Machine, because we use a term JVM because as a result of compilation, it is going to create class files which can be used across platforms because of bytecode. So who is going to generate a bytecode? JVM internally. Yeah. So that will be invoked by using what? Java utility. Yeah. So that's it. So compilation is one part and execution is another part. Yeah. So We need JDK. JDK contains both by default. In case if you have only what compilation utilities, then we also have to install what JRE. Yeah, that we need to make sure. Yeah, so that's it. And once you execute, you could able to see the result. Remember here you can extend one more point here. Let us say we have got more than one Java file. Yeah, let's say a.java. It does some specific functionality, and b.java. It does its own specific functionality, and so on. Yes or no? Now the question. So we need to get all the functionalities supported by three Java files. How do we do that? Yeah. For that, we should not use independent class files. Instead, we need to use what? Archived one. That's what we call Java archive. Like in Unix, you guys would have used tar, right? It's a taped archive. So this is similar to that, but we use it for Java. Yeah. Then once we have a jar, we can use options. C for compress, V for verbose, F for force. With let us say, I'll just put here any name can be given here. So arca.jar star dot class or star example. Assuming that we are maintaining all the class files in one folder. So in that case, you can go to that folder and supply this command so that it would generate arca.jar file. That's it. Yeah. So this what happens when it comes to shipping or you call zipping all the files or all the class files. Yeah. So that's it. Yeah. And once you're done with that, the next step is what where do you deploy this jar file? Answer is what anywhere. Like we talked about parameter file, right? There is a pre-built location where we can place the jar file and get it used, or we can place anywhere in the where this agent got installed. Then supply the class path. So class path we all ordered. It tells like where classes have been located. Yeah. So that's it. So this way, once we place that, then we can just make a call within iics. That's one way. Second is what? We don't need to write all this Java code outside iics. So within iics itself, we can write it. That's where we have got Java transformation. Yeah. So which means within Java transformation, there are blocks. So we need to fill those blocks. One for input, other for output, third for logic, whatever. Fourth for packages, fifth for utilities, whatever. So that we can write it within itself. So we don't need to do it outside the IACS. Yeah. So that's it, guys. Yeah. Like how one can take care of Java part. Yeah. Now let us try to log in and see. Yeah. Let us take one sample data as an example in order to understand what this functionality. Yeah. So yeah, we can use any Java, anything, but I've just kept one sample Java sample data. Yeah. Can you see here? There are four rows. Yeah. First row contains a number of characters, including delimiter. So which means complete row data will be stored in a single field with the name of row here. Same is applicable for rest of the rows. Now the question, let's say we need to read complete data and start performing, let's say, divisioning. Get, let's say, first two words, first word and second word, including separator. How do I do that? Which means we need to write a Java code where based on the separator, we can split complete input data and get first two words after split. Yeah. So, so that's going to be the question mark, right? Now let us try to understand. Yeah, there is Java code actually. Let me try to find that. Yeah, can you see, guys? This is the one. Array of. I'll just put it in some other. Yeah. So let us say we have what array of strings. So this indicates what array of string objects because everything is an object in Java, right? So array of strings. Name is what row split, which is object name. Now what we are trying to do here, row is what field name, right? Split is what is the field type here? String. Within that split is a method from Java. What is it doing? Based on comma separator, we are trying to get what splits. And that split, let's say the input data contains more than two. Yeah. So which means two words. That's what it means. Then control will enter into this block, which is if decision making block. That's what I meant. If not, control comes out and you'll get a null result. But here we have sample data with more than two words in it based on comma separator. So control will come here, yeah, which is inside a block. Then what is it doing here? Row split. We already got the result, right? As a result of this split method. Then get first word after split based on comma. Then append with a comma. Then second, get second word here. So we are trying to perform simple concatenation of three. One is a constant comma, second first word, and second word. So that's it, guys. Like how one can perform what I call simple concatenation here. Yeah. So now let us try using it within Java. Yeah. So let's log on to that. Yeah. So let's get in. Yeah. So let us try to build a mapping. Anyway, we have a Java file in the same location as our other input files, right? So we can use same connection. Yeah. Go to mappings, click on create. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Okay, J is there, right? Yes. This time is- Yeah. Let's say we got some data. Yeah. Now the next question, we need to use Java transformation. Yeah. So here into focus, right? So incoming fields, we have a row, then string, right? Because we are using string within Java code to perform string-based operations, right? Can you see here? Import packages, helper code, which is utilities. This is on input row. What do we do? Which is a logical part. Yeah. So this is where we can place our logic. Yeah. Like we talked about some Java code, right? Where I got it. Yeah. So let's take this, copy and paste. Yeah. So now row anyway, we are following same thing. We have it here. Then splitting, and we need to add one output field here, which is output row. Anyway, let's see by selecting what agent, because wherever there is agent, right, it expects what JDK. If you have JDK, it will combine. Or else no. So let us see whether we got JDK installed or not. Wherever there is agent, right? If you have JDK, it's okay. Can you see here there is JDK already? So within that, we have binaries. Here we need to make sure that we have got Java C. Can you see here? So this will use for compilation. This will be used for execution. So both are there, right? Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So they are ready. Prerequisites are met within this agent installation. Yeah. Now compile it, because this is a template, right? So it should compile. Let's see. So cannot find symbol, which is output row, right? See, it's highlighted here. So we can add this output create new field and create same as what we have in Java. Say okay. That's all. Now let us try to recompile. Yes, see, now the compilation is successful. In case if you want to add some more extra functionality, we can do that. Yeah. Now, in order to process this particular data, right, we got multiple APIs. One of them, let's say, generate row. Without generate row, are we going to get the result in the target? Answer is no. Let us say that. Yeah. We got to sort group by operation. If you want, we can perform. And our output row can be seen here, right? Let's see that in the target. So this configuration is same as earlier. Yeah, let's I'll just put here result based on let's say split. We can write any code base here. I'm just trying to show one example. That's it, yeah. Any complex logic can be kept here. So that's it. No. Yeah. Now let us try to supply name. Mapping Java, which is kept as part of location, which is extract location. That's fine. Oh, it's invalid, huh? Let's see. Java transmission has been modified. Huh? Where? Okay, let's recompile. Where did you do that? Maybe I pressed enter, I think. Mhm. Fine. So this is done. Now run it. Yes. Yeah. Now I can ask questions, guys. So because it will take some time, right? Yeah. Any questions from anybody? Yeah. Let us try to refresh this. Yeah, it is successful, but with zero rows. Let's see. So no rows got transferred to target. Can you guess the reason, guys? Because we have just kept a set of statements. So we did not make them as what? Executable statements. Yeah. For that, we need to use appropriate API. So we can see the effect of API, right? Yeah. So that we are going to add now. These are the ones. Yeah. So let's say we need to just process this. So we can just use what? Generate row. Yeah. Okay. What happened? It's compiled. Right? Okay. Now let us see it. Yes. Now let us see the result. Yeah. Let us try to refresh. Yes, we got four rows, right? Now let us see in the result, which is target, right? Yes, this is a file we gave. See, we got only first word, right? Yeah, that we have not got anything in output row. So input itself is wrong here, which means we are not reading the complete data. Yes or no? That's the split is not happened because it did not find any separator which is comma, right? That is why output row is empty. I think now we all would have understood the effect of this Java code, right? In a sense, it expects comma separator, which is part of this code, right? So comma separator here, which is not there as part of input data. So that's why control is not entered into this block. Yeah. So whatever input is there, right, that got processed. Now the question. So where do you need to correct it? The source itself. So we need to go to source and then now perform preview. So preview is similar to what we got in the result anyway. But let us see here. So we got only 1 year, 2 year, whatever. In the sense, it is truncating other rows because other characters because format, comma, right? It is splitted already. So what we need to do, we need to give some other delimiter which does not satisfy the input data. So let's say I have to just given colon separator. Let's see that. Yeah, can you see guys now? Now complete row data can be seen here because we give some other separator, right? Other than comma. That's all. Now Java code should split it because it can find comma separator. Let us see the effect of that. Okay, so let's try to refresh it. It is done, right? Now we should see the effect of that method. Yeah, can you see, guys? So we have got complete input data from here to here, string, right? So complete input data part of what row input field. Yeah. Then output row contains split based on comma first two words. Yeah, that's it. Same thing is repeated for rest of the rows. So I hope it is clear, right? I think we talked about step by step. Practicals we could able to do it. Yeah. So that's it, guys, about like how we can make use of Java transformation within iics. Yeah. So likewise, you can write even complex Java code to perform like whatever you want to do it. Yeah? So fine. So I think if you start some other transformation, I think it will take time. Okay. Structure parts are all I'll have to cover, right? Guys, did I cover that structure parts? I don't know. Okay.
No.
If, oh, really? Then I'll cover that. So that will take a lot of time. We need at least 50 minutes, 1 hour to cover this transformation. I'll cover that in the next session. SQL also. Yeah, this is basically they are data quality transformations. This is also data quality. A sequence ID. This is a simple one. You can cover this. So, yeah, sequence. Here itself I'll add it. So let us say we need to generate unique values for each row. It means how to identify uniqueness of each record. So that we can take care by using what sequence transformation. For example, now we got the data, the target, but do you have any way to identify uniqueness of each record? Answer is no. So that's where this sequence transformation is going to help. But it can only generate unique values based on what simple numeric numbers at the beginning. It's a large number, right? Like 1, 2, 3, whatever. We specify initial value, increment, and end value or max value. Initial, increment, and max. Yeah. Now let us map. So for each row, we want to generate unique, we can do it. Yeah. Now let us try to add a target, because let's say sequence numbers need to be stored in separate target. So let us try to configure sequence transformation. Yes, can you see, guys? So first thing is what we can use a shared sequence where all the properties that what you can see, right? They all will be configured shared sequence. So we enable, we can specify that sequence. It's just like a reusable component. We build it and use it as part of sequence transformation, or within transformation also we can configure. Like I think we talked about hierarchy parser, hierarchy builder, and web services transformation, right? For all of them, we have built the relevant component. After that, we refer those components within respect to transformation. Like hierarchical schema component, we have used as part of hierarchy builder and hierarchy parser, and business service definition, we have used as part of web services transformation. Same way, for sequence, we can build shared sequence component and get it referred as part of sequence transformation. Yeah. So here you can see, right, initial value is 1, increment 1, end value large integer. So now the question, if you want to use, this is simple random distribution technique. Yeah. But if you want to use cyclic algorithm, which means the values has to be repeated once you reach the end value, which means it should repeat by itself after reaching the maximum value. Cycle, right? So it will repeat. After, let's say max is 10, after 10, no, again start from the beginning, which is 1. Yeah. Let's say end value if you supply 10, right? So let's say if you have 10 rows, then 20 rows. After 10th row, right, again start from the beginning. So sequence address will be repeated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 till 9, 10. Again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till 9, 10, whatever, right? So that's where cycle will be used for. But if you want uniqueness of each record, then this is the best option. You should not use cycle. Yeah. So though the repeat could take place the same values, then we can go with a cycle. So we can specify a cycle start value, where to start. Then cache is optional. Reset means again it will reset from the beginning. Yeah. So other properties chasing these things, and I'll talk about when I talk about debugging. So this are we are using default options, guys. Initial is one, increment is one, n value is also largest number. Yeah. So now let us see here. Yeah, this is straightforward anyway. Yeah. So which is sequence, right? Fine. Yeah, that's it, I guess. So I'll put here mapping zone sequence. Yeah, if you know Java, right, in iics, we can do many things. Yeah. But in the current market, right, we don't need to know any language because there are multiple AI tools in the market which will generate the code of what you want it. So you don't need to know the Java code. So we can use third party, let's say Chat GPT or Copilot, or we've got multiple bunch of AI tools in the market. We can use that, supply text as input, like a prompt. Then based on the prompt, we can get the corresponding result. Because in the next, let's I think by end of next year, based on World Economic Survey, right? You know, so what they say is 85 million jobs are going to get replaced with AI by end of 2025. You know, but at the same time, more than 90 million jobs will get added with AI. Remember that. So, which means we are not going to lose jobs, but we need to upskill by ourselves. You know, but ISUs will be there for a couple of years, guys. You know, because they have taken care some AI stuff inside, but within AI we can do many more things. Example, whatever can be done within ISS, right? All of them can be done, or we can do more than what we could do here with AI. You know, so that kind of capabilities we have here. You know, so let's try to refresh. Good morning, right? Just 2 minutes away. Yeah, fine. So now let us look at the result in sequence. Yeah, so that's it. So we can see here next value, car value 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So one to identify unique from first row and so on. Car value will be used as a restore point for the subsequent run. Yeah. So this is source data. Yeah. So that's it. So now, does it make any business meaning, guys? Just by looking at this unique ID for each row? Answer is no. So in ISCS or Power Center, we cannot build alphanumeric or alpha as what sequence ID. For example, let us say why I'm trying to talk about alpha or alpha numeric because in iics it can only generate what numeric values. It doesn't have any meaning. To make it meaningful, let's say we got name, customer type, customer ID, address, source system, and so on. Now we need to use or we can use more than one column as input and supply what any mathematical function through which we can concat and start what we call generation of unique ID, which is alpha numeric value. Yeah, that's it. That will have business meaning, which means let us say customer type, source system, which indicates from which source system this record has come from, which means if you try to make unique ID as what a meaningful ID, so that will add what you call business value, right? Yes or no? So that's the limitation we have with sequence transformation. Then how do you take care? By using Java transformation, we can take care of it. That's why I've just clubbed Java and sequence ID, sequence transformation, the same mapping. Yeah. So we'll extend that tomorrow. But till now, if anybody has got any questions, so you guys can shoot out on this Java or sequence with the Java or independent. Yeah. So
Nashima,
any questions? Yes,
I have,
please.
I, I need help in extending that license, Nashima. So not now,
Oh,
maybe in your like around afternoon
evening
12
time.
o'clock or something. I'm awake. So evening
Sure,
time.
madam. I think after
Mm,
10
okay.
is fine. Fine. I'll ping you, madam,
So
WhatsApp.
no, actually, can you just if you have 1 minute or are you running late?
Yes, yes. I'm another batch, madam.
Okay. Okay. So evening time, you give me time. I'll ping you
I'll ping you, madam. Maybe around 10
because it's
o'clock.
just expiring. It's
Yeah, 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 I
10 o'clock
understand.
India time, 10 p.m.
Yes, yes. No, 10 a.m. only.
10 p.m. Then
A.m. Yeah,
10 a.m. US.
yeah.
No, no, no. Your time, your India time today 10 p.m.
Yes, yes. 10 a.m. IST.
10 a.m.
I'll ping you, madam,
IST
WhatsApp.
means today. Today.
Today only.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, madam. Thank you, madam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye to all, guys. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Tulsi.